Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. So I've got a bit of an update on the injury status, and I've got good and bad news. Good news is my leg's feeling better, so next Monday we're going to be able to resume training. Bad news is I've got a problem with my shoulder, and I've had a very slight problem with my shoulder for probably for the last 2 months, but I always assumed it was just like a little bit of muscle soreness. So I've just kind of worked through that pain, as you kind of get used to when you do these kind of exercises. So, but it wasn't going away. So I went to a physical therapy place in town, and they've evaluated me, and kind of done a bunch of testing and all that kind of stuff. And the lady has said to me that I have one of the strangest muscle imbalances that she's ever seen. She said, I showed her a couple of videos of me doing some burpees and all that kind of stuff, and she said, your form is perfect. She said, everything about what you're doing, the movement, all of that, she said, is very good. But she said, what it looks like is I'm leaning and favoring the right side of my body a little bit. Very slightly too. She said it's almost to where you can't see it, but she said when I do the exercise, I'm leaning a little bit more to my right side, which is creating a muscle imbalance. And she said in most people she's dealt with, she said something like this wouldn't affect them at all because they don't do the kind of repetitions that I do. But she says you're an unusual case because you're basically doing thousands of repetitions every single week. Multiply that by the 18 months I've been training. You know, you're talking about tens and tens and tens of thousands of repetitions. And she said when you're doing that volume, she said that's when something like this is going to come up. So I've got a bit of a muscle imbalance going on here, right here, across my shoulder, which is causing rotator cuff problems. So she said, so I'm working with her now to kind of strengthen that and blah, 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 blah. But unfortunately, I can't do burpees for about 4 weeks is what she said. So, but the good thing is I can focus on some leg work and some core work. I just can't use my upper body to what I was used to doing. She said, if you want to do some upper body work, you can do some wall push-ups. I said, my kids do wall push-ups. I'm not doing that. So I'm in a tough spot, to be quite honest with you guys, and I'm quite upset about it. She said it's almost subconscious. It's not something that you can necessarily control, because of how small the slight change and slight kind of moving towards my right side is. She said it's one of the strangest cases that she's seen, and she's been doing this for a long time. So yeah, there's the update. So I've got to try and reevaluate a little bit what kind of content comes out on the channel. It's definitely a good opportunity to do some leg work and some core work. You know, because I told her, I said, you know, I've had a really hard time the last week because I haven't been able to train in the way that I was training. And I mean, guys, I've literally been dreaming about burpees, for God's sake. It's been hard. But she said, we'll get you back to a place where you can perform in the way that you want to perform. But she says what she wants to help me with is to create a sustainable way of doing that. So I'm excited to learn that, because one of the things coming into training the calisthenics type stuff and burpees and bodyweight exercises is I don't have any understanding as to how the human body works in that way. I don't have a background in sports science or anything like that, so I don't, you know, I've kind of gone off I've just winged it, really. I'll be honest with you. I've just winged it, and it's gotten me 18 months injury free. But something like this is kind of built up over a long period of time to where it's got me into this position. So I now need to spend 4 weeks strengthening some weakness that I have with a muscle imbalance has caused, and also learning. And this is for me, this is the good news of this, is I'm going to be able to learn how to sustain the kind of workouts I want to do moving forward. So in the short term, this sucks, but in the long term, I'm hoping to broaden my knowledge on the subject of bodyweight exercising, especially with the high rep stuff, and sustain this for the future. So that's important to me, because this was never a short-term thing. This was always something I want to continue on for the next 10, 15, 20 years, for the rest of my life, essentially. You know, so learning this stuff early on is going to be going to be good. But in the meantime, I am going to start putting out some stuff for some leg work and some core work as well, because obviously I want to still keep the channel going, keep engaging with folks, and come up with some creative content, which you guys know I like to try and do. And also I'll be sharing, you know, updates on the injury and how we move forward. It is an injury that will not go away and will not heal unless you take the time to recover and to get it back to in the strength that it needs to be. So I'm taking this recovery extremely seriously, because I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm going to work really hard to fix this issue and then to sustain it moving forward. So there's your update, guys. I appreciate the support that I've had. I've been throwing out a bunch of shorts and stuff, but I'm getting bored with doing that. I want to really get some more content out there, and we'll be able to put some cool leg work up, some core work up, because I don't do a lot of core work. So it's an opportunity, again, like in the previous injury video I put up, it's an opportunity to work on some areas of the body that I don't generally work. So I hope everyone's doing good. I've been enjoying watching the videos. I haven't been commenting. I've been liking the videos, but haven't been commenting much because I've been a bit down, to be honest with you. But hopefully once I start making some more content, we'll try and get creative as well. We'll get back in track, and I'll keep you guys updated with my progress. All right, cheers guys, appreciate it. Respect to everybody. Thank you.